Yeah, definitely. I think personnel is going to be different. Macy Blevins, we expect her to be back. She's an all-conference scorer, really good player, can score at all three levels. And then their five-player got injured very early in our game. We had prepped for her, but expect her to play and have a huge impact. So definitely personnel. They're a high-powered offense that we're going to really have to, sit down and guard and defend, and especially coming off the Wright State game where we did not do that. I think hopefully our team will be much more locked in defensively.
Do you feel like one can affect the other? Like when shots aren't falling on one end of the floor, can lead to defensive lapses, and kind of vice versa?
Absolutely not. Nope. This team has proven all year that we're a really good defensive team. And when we do that, we give ourselves a great chance to win and compete. So, no, not at all.
The next 4 or 5 are home. Just how important is that for this team?
I think it's huge. I think we've had a tough schedule. It is what it is. When you look at the conference schedule, and we've had to go on the road, we've had a tough stretch. We played some of the top teams, but I know this group is really excited to be home. We obviously, it's no secret, we play very, very well here. I think that caters to our youth, to our newness. There's definitely a comfort level here. But we know that we have to come ready to go and ready to go from the first tip, and hopefully play 40 minutes at home.
Obviously, the offense has been something that's been kind of something a work in progress for you guys, especially over the last few weeks. Where do you feel like you guys are with that right now, and do you feel like you're getting to where you feel like you need to be?
Well, I was happy with 12 turnovers. I will say that. I thought we had a definite improvement in taking care of the ball, valuing the ball. Teams have continued to put some half-court pressure on us. We definitely have grown in that area. We've seen some zone, we've seen some man. So teams are throwing different stuff at us. I thought we've handled that well. It was nice to get a lot more shots up in the Wright State game. Now we have to convert them. I thought we got some good looks at the rim. We were aggressive. We need to continue to shoot the ball, but there's a huge emphasis for us right now to get the ball inside.
Why do you think, I know playing at home is playing at home. Why is that such an advantage for not maybe your team, but every team?
Well, I think first and foremost, you talk about our fan support, right? There's not many teams in the Horizon League that have the support that we have. Obviously in Green Bay, and we haven't been there yet, but that brings a whole nother level of energy for this group. They want to play really well in front of their fans. But no, I think that's definitely a factor, as well as just our comfort of practicing here every single day, especially with our young group. I know our young kids feel very comfortable at home.
And then speaking of the young kids, Melissa, I mean, a lot of these kids haven't played. They played their high school season, 18, 19 games.
Yeah.
You're going to play close to 30. So
Yeah.
how do you kind of, facilitate that?
That's a great point, Dana. Honestly, especially our freshmen, they're going through it, and the grind of January is right upon us. So making sure we're talking to them a lot about rest and recovery. That's a huge adjustment from the high school to college level, and I think again we have the resources here at YSU that are unbelievable. So we're educating them daily on that, as well as just it is what it is. You got to push through. We manage our practices really well. I have a lot of obviously experience with that, so we're very smart about that, and we try to be very efficient with our practice time.
Does that mean like cut down, not cut down, but shorten it?
Shorten it at this point in the season. You're watching a lot of film. Obviously, we've played Northern Kentucky. This is the second time around, so it was a lot of film of that game. But obviously, with the new personnel that we're going to see, had to implement some of that stuff. But our practices are much shorter. They're much more intense, though.
You know, with everything with the injuries aside, but like, how have you seen kind of your approach to the rotation on a game by game basis kind of change throughout the season? Because at the start of the season, we've seen some players who play more minutes, and maybe have seen their minutes decrease a little bit
Yeah.
towards this point of the season, and then some players who maybe didn't play a ton at the start of the year have seen their minutes kind of increase as well. So how does your approach kind of change for that?
I don't know if it changes. It really is based on practice and prep and trying to match teams. Do we need to go big? Do we need to go small from a scouting perspective, but for me, who plays and who gets a lot of minutes, it really is determined in practice. And so, you see a player like Haley who's really come on and has given us an unbelievable spark off the bench. And I think she's the last couple of games, has really done, exactly what she's been doing in practice and has translated to games. And so that's been huge. And you love that for a senior that maybe wasn't getting as much time early on. But didn't pack it in. Just continued to work, continued to do what her coaches asked her to do, and now she's reaping the benefits of it. So for me, it's really all based on practice, but there is definitely some X's and O's and scouting involved in as well.
Last week you said, and Craig said that, the upperclassmen kind of got to step up a little bit. I know it's only been 2 games in a week, but have you seen that?
I do. I think Malia obviously had a good offensive game at Wright State, so it was really good to see that ball go through the net for her. I think she's focused a lot on her footwork and fundamentals, the last couple of weeks, and that has shown. Now again, we got to put it on both ends of the floor. Can we be good offensively and defensively? And when that comes together, I think this group, again, is really going to shine.
The players seem frustrated Sunday after the game. Have you seen a response from them?
We had an unbelievable practice today. You never know how your team's going to respond, especially, coming off of a losing streak. But the practice plan was meant to be super competitive today, and they responded, and we did. We had one of our best practices today.
You've lost 6 or 7. Has there been a common denominator of, those 6 to 7 games that stands out?
No, because honestly, I wish there was. I think it would be a little bit easier to pinpoint, but we've had games where we've had really high turnovers, where we haven't been, very sharp offensively. The Wright State game, we were a little bit better offensively, and then our defense, was not there. So, it has been tough. There's a lot of inconsistency there. So still searching for that.
That's what coaching is.
Yeah, that's where we make our big bucks, right?